under here, right, this is going to be, my camera doesn't look straight, my final video, my final construction video for my Z Fold Folio journal. Right, so we've got, I don't care how long it takes, we're finishing it on this video right here. Right, so if you've not been following along, this is the final part of a series of tutorials to make a Z Fold Folio journal. So it's going to look like this. There's two parts to it, okay? There is a playlist in the description box below. There's also a link to a cutting guide over on my Ko-fi. Absolutely free of charge. It's just easier to upload it there so everybody can get it. So you don't have to pay for it, but you can leave a donation if you so desire. Alright, the link to the papers that I've used is in the description below. These are also made by me. So it is, just in case this is your first video, an interactive folio with flips and fancy bits and whatever have you, but it's also a journal. So there is designated journal pages. Okay, so all of the fancy is in these bits and these bits, and all of the ephemera and everything, and then the journal then is free for writing. So if you want to make it, check out the playlist, start from the first video and work your way on. Right, so we're finishing this today, people. I don't care. Right, however long the video is, it is. So we've done the waterfall, we've done the pocket that goes over the waterfall, so now we're on here. So let me just extend my journal so that I've got easier access to it. So on here, this is page 3 and page 4. So on page 3, we're going to have a belly band and a flip with pockets on each side. So it will be page 3 on your cutting guide. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I can add the belly band first. I'm not giving out any more measurements because I'm sick of hearing my own voice. They're all on the cutting guide. Okay, they're all there. Okay, so I'm going to try and be quick. So fold and burnish your designated scoring, top and bottom. This is just a belly band, okay? Belly bands are great for holding in your ephemera, loose ephemera, journaling cards, anything you want. Alright, so it's also, I've made it nice and wide so you can decorate it with the pretty papers. And if you want one of the dress forms that's on this paper, one of the larger dress forms, if you cut your paper carefully, it's tall enough and wide enough for you to put one of the dress forms on, okay? Right, so this is measured top to bottom, so it goes end to end, flush with the top and bottom of the page. You want to try and centre it. Now if you want to be really, really super efficient, you'll measure it. I'm doing mine by my wonky eye. Okay, so stick at the top first and then try and aim for straight and stick it to the bottom. That's that bit done. Alright, so now we've got the flap. So the flap is the one with the 2 score marks. So you've got a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch, okay? And you're putting your tip on the bumpy side because we're going to attach the flap. Although this is page 3, we're going to attach the flap onto page 4 and then bring it around onto page 3, okay? So you want to fold and burnish your score line. Start with your 1/4 inch and then do your 1/2 inch. It's just easier, okay? Then you want to remove your tape, or if you're using glue, then add your glue. Okay. So I'll bring my journal back in. So this is page 3 and this is page 4. So the sticky part or your glue part on this 1/2 inch wants to actually be on page 4. Okay, so I'm going to centralise my flap. I'm going to push it oh no, I've got a 1/4 inch score mark, haven't I? I'm going to use my 1/4 inch score mark. I nearly forgot then and I nearly glued it completely the wrong way. So fold your 1/2 inch score mark flat and, no, this is the 1/4 inch, sorry. Fold your 1/4 inch score mark flat and just, you're sticking it on here. I nearly completely and utterly did mine wrong then, nearly. Right, so it's we're getting there. Okay, I just need to make sure it's on right. Okay. Okay, come on, don't be naughty. Okay. Alright, that's on. Is it on? Is it puckered? I think mine's got puckered at the back. Let me just check. It looks like it's puckered. Okay, I'll sort that out later. I just make sure it's on straight, but I've put mine on so tight that it's almost kind of puckered, so I'm going to remove it and redo it after, but it's fine. Yeah, so it's going this way. So it flips over the belly band like so. So then that's going to help whatever you put in your belly band, it's going to further help it to stay in. Alright? Right, just give me a moment to redo this flap. Okay, so I've taken my flap off and I've re-added it and I've used glue. Don't worry if you make a mistake, everything can be rectified. You know, don't get disheartened, just keep going. I just need to see if I can push it in a bit further. It's not quite straight. Needs to go in a bit further. I'm still not happy with it. If I'm not happy with it, I can't leave it. But I don't edit out my mistakes. I show you warts and all, because I like to show you that nobody's perfect and that you can always just rectify if you've got a problem. So I'm going to do it this way instead. I think it was just the angle that I was holding it at and I was making it difficult for myself. There we go, that's gone on super easy. I just make life difficult for myself sometimes. So by the time that glue is dried and I've matted over there, we're going to be sticking an envelope over the top of that anyway, so it'll be fine. Right, so let's get back to it. Like I say, I don't edit out when I mess something up. I'll just show you how to unmess it up. So you've got your two pocket pieces that on your cutting guide, pocket 1 and pocket 2. One's going to go on the outside of the flip and one's going to go on the inside of the flip. They're both the same. You just stick one on the front and one on the back. That's all you're doing. Okay. I'm ready for some food. I'm getting hungry. I've literally been working and doing these tutorials all day and I've not had anything major to eat yet, so I'm getting a little bit, I'm flagging. I'm flagging, crafters. I really am flagging. That's probably why I stuck that on 1K, not because I'm incapable, but because I'm hungry. I'm delirious with starvation. I'm so hungry I can barely see. Right. So, just make sure that they're not overlapping. That one is ever so slightly. Let's have a look at that one. That one is just ever so slightly. Okay, that's all well and good now. Right, so remove your tape. They're both the same size, so it doesn't matter which one you stick down first. Okay, let me bring my journal in. So one's going on the front and one's going on the back. So they're measured edge to the fold, and you want to go from the bottom, you know, line it up flush with the bottom as well. If you can. I've cut my pocket wrong. Have I cut my pocket wrong? Okay, I'm back. So I'd cut one of my pockets completely the wrong size. I don't know. Oh dear me. The cutting guide's right. I just cut it wrong. So, lesson learned. Measure twice. Check again. Check again. And then cut. What a wally. Right, so like I said before, I was rudely interrupted by my own incompetence. Aim for the corner, get the edge straight. It's not straight. This is the downside to using this tape. It's very, very good, but once it's down, I'm just going to go with it actually, because I don't want to rip my card, and it's like a gnat's whisker, as we say in England. It's a gnat's whisker away from the edge, so I'm not going to risk wrecking my card for that. But that is the benefit of using glue, but the tape's just faster for filming, because the glue, you've got to wait for it to dry. You've got to be patient, and me and patience are not friends. I'm not known for my patience. Right, so we've got one pocket on one side, and we're going to put another pocket on the other side. Okay, let's see if I can line this one up a bit better. There we go. Why couldn't I do that on the first one? There we go. So always start from your outer corner in. Don't start at the score line, because you'll find that you'll have less room if you do that. You know, it turns nicer if you start from the outside and work in. So that's that section done. Belly band, pocket, pocket. Turn it over. On this side we're going to do an envelope, and I'm going to do this without any problems at all. So your envelope flap, so on your cutting guide we're on page 4 for the envelope, and you've got a base piece and a flap piece. So piece 1 and piece 2. So piece 1 will be the larger, like the envelope-y bit. Oh, give me a break, it's late in the day, I'm tired. Tired and I'm hungry. Worked some long hours this week. Right. Let me make sure those aren't catching. Just ever so slightly. Let's just trim that. Let's have a look. Yep, that one's fine. And that one's fine. Okay, doke. I'm going to give them an extra squeeze. Okay, I've probably cut that one a little bit too far off, but it won't matter once it's matte and layered. Nice, tight burnishing. Okay, remove the sticky tape. Now this one goes end to end, so edge to edge on page 4. Okay, closest to the spine, but not anywhere near the fold, because you need room for it to shut. Okay, so I'm going to turn it towards me. So there's the fold. Okay, so start at one end, get it, and it doesn't matter if you go a little bit further up the page than you intended, so long as you get it straight and it's edge to edge. Okay, and you've got a small gap between the edge of the page and the gusset. You don't want it right on the fold, because you want to have that chance, you know, once you've filled stuff in your envelope, it's going to expand ever so slightly, and you don't want that page to not open and lay flat. So leave a small gap there. Okay. Then you want to put the flap on. So here's the flap. Measurements are there. Just fold on the score line. Now I have mitered mine. Okay, so I've got this card. You can round the corners, do what you want. It just looks nicer on an envelope than a flat edge. So I've got this that I use for tags. Maybe you've got a tag hanging around that you like the angle of. Okay, cut there and cut there. You can obviously measure in and then join them up. So if you don't have one of these, what you want to do is measure on the short side and measure up from the cut edge, folded out, fully extended, to about 2 1/4. Okay, and then on this, and make a mark, and then on the top side do, I've got 1, 2, 3, ½ inch. Yeah, so then do ½ inch there, make a mark, put it in your trimmer and cut the angle. If you don't, if you don't have anything to hand, that's how you do it. All right, we're on the home straight, guys. We're on the home straight, and I've put my tape on the wrong side because I'm an absolute. I'll just fold it the other way. I'm not redoing it. Okay, remove the tape. And this envelope, this is the flap of the envelope. So this is your envelope. So it's going to go on here. It's going to cover over the join that we've done this flat page. Okay. So it's going corner to corner and as close to the edge as you can. The top edge. Okay. As close as you can. And corner to corner. Oh, I've done that pretty successfully. I'm quite pleased with that. And now that's covered over where I made that boo-boo, so it doesn't matter. Okay. And when you remove, cardstock flaps, it might make the page a bit weak. Well, that's re-strengthened the page because I've put a flap over it. So I don't need to worry about it. That's what I'm saying. If you do something wrong, just very, very carefully remove it and redo it. It's fine, okay? It's absolutely fine. There's nothing to worry about. So is that all done? Is that all fine? Happy with that? Right, so we've done all of our construction parts now. Okay, so now it is just down to decorating. As I say, I've used the vintage seamstress papers that are over on my Ko-fi. I have already mat and layered one section. I've just got to decorate. So I'll very quickly show you the layout. So we've got 2 pockets there. We've got an angled pocket there. We've got the flip pocket there with the 2 cards. We've got the reverse waterfall. Then we've got our journal, our 56-page journal. Okay. Then we've got a pocket. This is the pocket flip we've just done. Pocket flip, I've added a tuck there. Pocket on the back. There's your belly band with your cards in, or whatever you want in. Those are just standard card size. Okay. And turn over, you've got your envelope. So I've just added, just made 2 little circles out of a 1-inch circle punch, backed them on cardstock and added them with brads. And then I've just used string, and then that's our back pocket. And that's our journal done. Okay, so when I have done the front section here, now it's all constructed, I'm going to spend this evening mat and layering, and then I'm going to embellish, and then I'll come back and I'll do a full flip through of the whole entire thing. Right, so you can get cracking now if you follow the playlist, read your measurements carefully, follow the cutting guide, and we'll complete our Z-fold folio journals together. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.